Hi guys, this is a review of the information we covered in class on Tuesday, September 29th. So if you were in class and you just want to review what we talked about, or if you weren't able to be in class, this will give you an idea of what we talked about so that you are ready to go on Thursday. Today in class we did a couple of things. The first thing we're going to do is some review. So we reviewed some of the personal information that we talked about a couple weeks ago in class. And we also started looking at how you introduce yourself and describe your family. So let's start with some review. If you have your book, go ahead and get your book and open it to page 6. So page 6 should have a picture very similar to this. Now, we talked about this a couple weeks ago in class, so it should look pretty familiar to you. What do you see in this picture? Okay, good. There are people. They're at the registration office. You see they all are filling out different forms. And if you notice, there is one form that we can see here. We see this girl is filling out this form. Now, at the top, you see where it says point to, and it has several different pieces of information to identify. So let's look and see if we can find these pieces of information. So the first one says first name. So if we look at this girl filling out the form, what is her first name? Okay, good. So it's going to be right here next to name. Her first name is Svetlana. Svetlana. So she has a Russian name. Good. The next one says her last name. So what is her last name? Good, it's Kulik. So Svetlana is her first name and Kulik is her last name. Good, good. So her name is Svetlana Kulik. Good. Then we're going to look down here at her phone number. And we're going to look at her phone number. What is her area code? So her area code is the first 3 numbers in her phone number. Usually when we write it, we put it in parentheses. So here, what are the 3 numbers in parentheses? Good. So her area code is 707. Remember, when we use zeros in phone numbers, we say O. 707. Good. Then, what is the rest of her phone number? Good. So her area code, again, is 707, and her phone number is 555-9073. Good. Then we have her address. Her address. So what is her street number? Good. Her street number is 1041. And what is her street name? Good. It is Main Street. Main Street is the street name. Good. Then, what city does she live in? Good. Napa. Napa is the city. And what state does she live in? Good. California. And then last but not least, what is her zip code? Good. It is 94558. Good. Good. Perfect. So hopefully you remembered that. If there's anything that you have a question about, just let me know. We will continue to practice those in class on Thursday. Now, I want us to move forward a little bit and talk about how you introduce yourself to people and talk about your family. To do that, we're going to be using Burlington English. So you may have used this before. We haven't used it as much in class, but we are going to be using it more. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see it. There we go. All right, so we're going to be doing some listening this lesson as well. So we're going to look at some vocabulary and do some listening. So let's look at a picture. We love pictures, right? What do you see in this picture? Okay, good. So there are people, there are 2 men, and there are 3 women. They are in a classroom. What do you think they are learning? Okay, we're not sure, but maybe they are learning English. Who knows? Maybe they are learning something else. Good, but they have their pens and they are taking notes. They are writing in their books. Good, good. So these people are in a classroom and they are meeting each other for the first time. So they do not know each other and they have to introduce themselves and give some information about themselves. So we are going to be practicing this over the course of the next couple of classes. So let's look at a little bit of vocabulary. I specifically want to talk about family vocabulary. So let's look at some important words that we will be using. Repeat after me. Brother, children, sister, parents, husband, mother, wife, father. Okay, good, good. Now, let's look at these pictures. We want to try to label or put the correct word with the correct person. So let's look at this first picture. What do we see in this picture? Very good, it is a family. So we see a family in this picture. And who in the family, who would this be in the family? Let's listen. Who is this in the family?
Father.
One more time.
Father.
Okay. So this is the father in the family. If he is the father, who is she in the family? She is the
Mother. Mother.
Okay, so he is the father, she is the mother. So repeat after me. Father, mother. Good, good. Let's look at this next picture. Here we see another family. This time we're talking about these people. So this is the father and this is the mother. And together, if we talk about them together, what do we call them? We would call them
Parents. Parents.
Good. So father and mother, if you talk about them together, you say my parents. So I could say my mother and my father, or I could say my parents. Good. So these are the parents, and then who are they? Who are these two? They are the
children, children,
So they are the children. You have parents and you have children. Good. Now let's look at these two. So these are the children, but who are they to each other? So she would be
sister,
She would be the sister. So she is his sister, and he is her
brother, brother,
He is her brother. So repeat after me. Sister, brother. Do you have sisters in your family? Yeah. Do you have brothers? Good. Good. So this is the sister and this is the brother. The last couple we're going to look at. So these two are married. These two are married. So we would call him what? What would we call him in their marriage? Okay, good. He is the
husband, husband,
So he is the husband. There we go. He is the husband and she is the
wife, wife,
So he is the husband and she is the wife. So repeat after me. Husband, wife, husband, wife. Good. Good. So think about your family. Do you have a father? Do you have a mother? Do you have parents? Do you have children? Do you have a sister? Do you have a brother? Do you have a husband? Do you have a wife? Okay, so be thinking about that. How do you describe the people in your family? There are two other words I want to talk about. So here we have a couple of things. We have a few things that are talking about jobs, and we also have two words that are talking about family. So I want us to look at the family. So these are the parents. This is the mother. This is the father. What do we call it if they have a child who is a boy? We would say he is their
son, son,
So he is their son. So a mother and a father, if they have a child who is a boy, they would say he is their son. In the same way, if we have a mother and a father, and they have a child who is a girl, what would we call her? We would say she is
daughter,
We would say she is their
daughter,
daughter.
daughter,
Good. Good. And then everyone together would be a
family,
family. So if you have a child who is a daughter, or who have a child who is a girl, it is a daughter. You have a child who is a boy, it is a son. Okay, good. Good. So be thinking about how you describe your family. How do you describe your family? The next thing we did in class is we did a little bit of practice listening about introducing yourself. So first we're going to look at this person. So when it says talking about yourself, it says when you talk about yourself, say your name first. So when you meet someone for the first time, the first thing you're going to say is your name. So she says, "Hi, my name is Dia." So the first thing she tells us is her name. Then give more information about yourself. So she is going to give us some information. The first thing she tells us is where she is from. She says, "I'm from Mexico." So her name is Dia. She is from Mexico. And then we see some information up here. This first one says, "During the day, I am with my son." The next one says, "At night, I study English." The next one says, "I want to get a nursing assistant certificate." The last one says, "I live in New York." So let's look at these pictures. This first picture is a picture of her in the city. Which of these sentences describes this picture? Good. I live in New York. So she told us where she is from, and she told us where she lives now. What about this next picture? Which sentence describes this picture? Good. During the day, I'm with my son. So this is her son. She is his mother. Good. What about this picture? She is in a classroom. So which sentence describes this picture? Good. At night, I study English. Good. And then the last one, she says, I want to get a nursing assistant certificate. So she's thinking about the future with her job. Today we're going to focus on this information, her name, where she is from, and where she lives now. So let's do a little bit of listening. So here we have 3 people. What is her name? Gabriella. Good. What about him? What is his name? Good. Emir. And what about her? What is her name? Good. Amal. Now, if you look over here, we are going to be listening for where they are from, so what country they are from, and where they live now. So, if we look at the options we have, we see Miami, Colombia, Turkey, Syria, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. So we're going to be listening for where they are from and where they live now. So let's listen the first time.
Hi, I'm Gabriella, and I'm from Colombia. I live in Los Angeles with my family, my husband, my daughter, and my son. During the day, I'm with my children. I study English at night. I want to get an auto mechanic certificate.
Hi, my name is Emir. I'm from Turkey. I live in Miami with my brother. I study English during the day. I want to get a nursing assistant certificate.
Hello, my name is Amal. I live in Washington, D.C. with my mother, my father, and my sister. We are from Syria. I study English during the day. I want to get a job with computers.
Okay. So, we heard from each of them. We are going to listen to it again one time, and then we will answer these questions. Where are they from, and where do they live now? So, we're going to listen again, listen carefully, and then we will answer the questions.
Hi, I'm Gabriella, and I'm from Colombia. I live in Los Angeles with my family, my husband, my daughter, and my son. During the day, I'm with my children. I study English at night. I want to get an auto mechanic certificate.
Hi, my name is Emil. I'm from Turkey. I live in Miami with my brother. I study English during the day. I want to get a nursing assistant certificate.
Hello, my name is Amal. I live in Washington, D.C. with my mother, my father, and my sister. We are from Syria. I study English during the day. I want to get a job with computers.
Okay. If you need to listen to it again, you can rewind the video and listen to it as many times as you need. So what did you hear? Where is Gabriella from? Good. She is from Colombia. And where does she live? Good. She lives in Los Angeles. What about Emir? Where is he from? Good. He is from Turkey. And where does he live? Good. He lives in Miami. Good. What about Amal? Where is she from? Good. She is from Syria. And where does she live? Washington, D.C. Good. Good. So, in class on Thursday, we are going to be doing similar things. I want you to be practicing this. So, I want you to practice introducing yourself, saying where you are from, and where you live now. All right. On Thursday, we're going to do some more practice with giving information and a lot of practice with introducing yourself, talking about your family and introducing where you are from, where you live now, and all of that information. All right, if you all have any questions, just let me know and I will see you on Thursday. All right, bye guys.